Waiting for me, huh? That might be a malfunction on YouTube's end. That's not great. That is really not good. So, system says that it's live on my end. Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay, so that was fucking weird. This is why I don't like streaming from PlayStation. That right there, just then, is why I do not like to stream from PlayStation. The entire room is new. The entire room is new. This room hasn't probably been noticed by you before, in fairness. But I am live in 76, as the name implies. There's the soundstage that I built. This is the newsroom. I've got the camera currently inside the camera. If I turn it around and move it, see, there's the camera. I just stuck the camera in the camera. So, today I'm going to be actually brushing on a few things. How long has it been since you last streamed? 2 months since last stream, laughing my ass off. You can laugh your ass off all you want, mate. At the end of the day, right? I've been busy running the group. I've been really busy running the group, and then obviously all the news has landed on 76. You can thank the White House for the desks. They are the Oval Office desks. So you can thank the Enclave and the Oval Office for the desks. So yeah, this is the president's desk. If I zoom in here, see, you can just about see the seal of the President of the United States before it fades out. There it is. There it is on camera for you, so you can see I'm not full of poop. The main reason I covered it with Brotherhood stuff is because obviously it's not appropriate for a Brotherhood elder to be claiming to be President of the United States, for one. And for two, I actually really like these desks for what I'm using them for. EXE, it's nice to see you again. Speaking of everybody's favourite Third Reich wannabes, the Enclave, they're getting a season. They're finally getting the much-awaited logo paints for their power armor, along with T60, T45, T51, etc., etc. So yeah, another thing, they're getting a Vertigard set. Honestly, I don't know why the Vertigard set is popping up as much as it is. Personally, I find it ugly. But hey, that is what it is. We're also going to be getting Camp Pets. That is in the PTS at the moment. The Enclave are getting the first official faction shelter. They still don't have an Enclave flag. So that's a thing. The Enclave logo is also still not a player icon. So that's another thing. But there's quite a lot of stuff. There's quite a lot of stuff that's coming out for the Enclave. Like, there is a lot of stuff coming out for the Enclave, which is quite nice. I'm just going to read the comments a moment. We don't need a flag. We are the USA. No, you're not the United States of America. That's a lie. That's a flat-out lie. Like, this is the thing. Without the American people, there is no America. Without people believing in the USA, there is no USA. It's the same with any country. If the people want out of the Union, they're going to leave. Like, the nuclear war has given everybody the perfect opportunity that wants to leave the United States to do so. I mean, look at the Fallout TV show. You've got the New California Republic. You've got Caesar's Legion in Fallout New Vegas. There's a lot there, right, that isn't USA. Now, the Brotherhood of Steel, we're not the USA either. We're not USA either. Like, we're like a lot of the Brotherhood are either, as of the timeline of 2077 to the events of Fallout 1, a lot of them are either recruited who were former military, or civilians who've then been trained by former military, or they're descended of said people. The Brotherhood of Steel, I've said this before, but we're that group of people who, when given an unlawful order from the government, turned around and went, that's illegal, I ain't doing it. That's the whole premise behind the Brotherhood of Steel is, we found out that there was crimes going on at the place that our original group is from, which was Mariposa, and we turned around and went, this is unlawful, fuck this shit. Rip Shady Sands. Yeah, rip indeed. It's a massive hole in the floor. America's not imperialist. I'm gonna be brutally honest. If you want to see actual imperialism, look at world history of Europe. America is not an imperialist power. They're not establishing an empire. Nobody's being colonized. Nowhere's being referred to as a colony. It's not the same thing. Like, this is more communist jargon that doesn't make any sense. Like, calling capitalist countries like America imperialist is not accurate. I mean, you want another imperial example? Russia under the Tsar, Japan during the time between the world wars, and I think it even started before that. You want another imperialist power? Great Britain. Great Britain is an imperialist power. We don't refer to ourselves as the British Empire anymore, but we're an imperialist power. So is France. They don't refer to themselves as the French Empire anymore, but they're still an imperialist power. Why? Because we still have a lot of overseas territories that have our head of state as their head of state, our laws as their laws, our taxes as their taxes, and they're economically dependent upon us. So technically, we're still imperialist if you really, really want to get to the nitty-gritty of imperialism. But I wouldn't say America is imperialist. VEF, right, okay, so I'm going to ask you about that in a moment. I've been hearing a lot of bad things about VEF, and I am wanting to talk about that, so I'll ask you that in a moment. So, well, again, like you say, it's a meme. It may very well be a meme, but it's also something that communists like to say about America. That's why I'm pointing that out. Like, you may be doing it as a meme, but there are certain people who actually take it literal. But yeah, the day I found out about the upcoming stuff for the new raids, because that's what they are, I shared 2 images to the community posts that very same day. And I can tell you now, The Enclave themselves, from what I've been able to put together from the current data mines of the PTS, are not making a comeback. They are not, as far as we can piece together, making a comeback as of right now. The Enclave group that's in the upcoming DLC have been scorched. It's literally in the image that I posted to the community page. So that's a shame. Take it literal like me. No, I'm just pointing something out. If you want to be a douchebag, I'll suspend you from my comment section. I'm gonna warn you right now. I will time your ass out. If I'm on PC, I'll happily argue with you till the end of days. I would happily argue with you over who's taking what literal and shit till the end of time, but ouch, douchebag. It's my opinion. I'm entitled to an opinion. I live in a free society. I'm allowed an opinion. I am entitled to an opinion. I have the right to have an opinion, the same as you have the right to find something offensive. But see, offense is feelings, isn't it? So let's not get into that mess. But again, to go back to the actual topic, if we all don't mind, like a lot of what's coming out with the upcoming, I'm hearing it's December, so I'm just going to go with what everyone else is saying on that. The December update with the raid, there's going to be a massive Enclave experimented on Snake. They've been messing about with Ultrasight and made a giant, massive, what looks to be a King Cobra, a giant, mutated, glowing Ultrasight King Cobra that the devs are referring to as the Ultrasight Terror. So yeah, not only has the Enclave made the Scorch Plague in the first place, they've also gone and made a massive Ultrasight Snake that's running around causing all kinds of mayhem. Gee, you know, they totally have the best interests of America, don't they? You can just see the chaos they're causing is totally for the betterment of America. Like, if you're not getting it, I'm being sarcastic. Like, this is the funny part, right? Like, a lot of Enclave fans, like, you're either on a power trip, you're trying to make out as the Enclave isn't as bad as it canonically is, or you're doing it to play the villain. If you're not doing it to play the villain, there's something wrong. Because everybody knows who's played Fallout and dug into the lore and everything. They're the bad guys. There's no ifs or buts with the Enclave being evil. That's actually pretty neat. That's pretty neat. I might have to ask you some questions through the comments on another stream, since I've shut down communication since our last little discussion. But that's quite an interesting one. But again, we've got a lot of new stuff that's been data mined, like weapons, uniforms. Like, there is a new Enclave officer uniform. I don't know if it's something that you'll be able to get, but I know there's a new Enclave officer uniform. There's a new power armor. There's a lot of stuff. I'm going to be honest, though, right? I'm going to be real honest here. I don't really like too much what they've done with the Tesla cannon. I'm not a big fan of the new way it looks. I'm really not. It's like the XO1. It's like the XO1 armor, right? I don't like the way the XO1 is from Fallout 4 and 76. I prefer the way it looked in Fallout New Vegas. give me the Fallout New Vegas X01 over the current one any day, because the current one is just ugly, man. It's just, nah. So Ulysses, are you not even at liberty to say the name of the mod? I wouldn't even call it beetle armor. I'm gonna be real. Like a lot of the joke going around about the XO1 from 4 and 76 is it looks like it's got the helmet styled after an eagle, but the torso, the upper part of the torso looks like a Mirelurk. That's the running statement right now. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff being. Yeah, no, that's getting hidden. That's inappropriate, even by my standards. But again, you know, like, I've got to be honest, right? If I have to choose between the Fallout 2 Enclave Advanced Power Armor and the XO1, I'm choosing the New Vegas armor every time, without question. Now, if I was to choose between the XO1 and the Enclave's Fallout 3 power armor without the DLC, I'm choosing the Black Devil every time. I'll choose Hellfire armor over the XO1. That's how much I dislike the look of the current XO1. It's just ugly as hell. They've butchered it. It was a nice armor, and they butchered it. Like, I will give credit to the Enclave. Back in New Vegas, that armor was nice. I actually used to walk around in it. Because I salvaged it off of some dead scavenger. Because Brotherhood, give me that tech. You already dead. You got mauled by a Deathclaw. That's your own damn fault. Fair enough. Fair enough. I can respect that. We just want a better looking vertibird, man. On the topic of vertibirds, like, I really wish instead of the cargo bot for like the flatlands and the other like open shelters, I really wish they'd have had a vertibird. That's just me. Like, I'm gonna be honest as well, like, the VB02, which is the vertibird that you see the Enclave using in Fallout 3 and Fallout 2, that vertibird was meant to replace the ones we have in 76 and Fallout 4. Now, unless Bethesda's retconned it, and the Brotherhood's, for some stupid reason, using the old vertibird, which is possible, but still, again, it wouldn't make sense considering where we got them from was Adams Air Force Base. Like, again, there's a lot of shit that's not lining up. Like, I honestly think Bethesda might have just retconned the way the vertibirds look. Or these are the earlier model vertibird, but then where the fuck at Adams Air Force Base did we fucking find these old vertibirds? Like, were they in a hangar that we couldn't get into in the game? Like, where the fuck were they? And what are we doing with the VB02 model? Where the fuck did we stick that? I'm not gonna lie, like, the biggest issue I have with the Enclave stems from what they do in Fallout 2 and 3, and they did it again in 76, where for no apparent reason they're just utter d-bags. They're douchebags. There's no other way to word it. It's just Like, I get it in Fallout 2 because they've been isolated for a very long time, and it's carried over to 3, but in 76, I honestly thought you would have seen a more pre-war government vibe from the Enclave rather than James Bond villain. I destroy the world, Mr. Bond. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. It wouldn't have been that hard. I mean, at least Colonel Santiago was a decent human being, even if they did make a big mistake. I'm gonna be honest, like, the only Enclave character in Fallout 3 who actually is anything of a slight change is Colonel Autumn. And despite the fact that Colonel Autumn is a douchebag, and he really is a douchebag, because he will shoot you even if you want to help him, because of course he does, because, hello, bad guy. You know, he does have at least a humanitarian side to him. He's not like the Zax computer of Raven Rock wanting to wipe everybody out. It's subtle, but it's there. But he's still a douche. I do have to say, again, I apologise for the fact that I'm on the console instead of PC. I prefer streaming from the PC because it has all the on-screen text and everything, so yeah. Actually, Colonel Autumn was against infecting Project Purity. That was a good thing. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10 of douchebag, I'd say Colonel Autumn sits at a 5. Where Eden is, like, off the chart because it's 1 to 10. The guy's like, at the very end of 10, he's, like, trying to push beyond 10 because he's, like, 120 douchebag. No. Well, to go on to the show, from what I'm hearing, there are going to be death claws, and from a lot of speculation, and it's more than likely true, it's going to be in New Vegas. So we're finally going to find out what happened at the end of New Vegas. Give me the Enclave or give me death. Death is a preferable alternative to fascism. How's that? How's that? Like, I'd rather die than be under the Enclave. Like, I really would. Like, death is a preferable alternative to communism as well because, again, I'd rather die. I'd rather die than live under those type of regimes with the way everything is. Like, democracy is non-negotiable. I have to agree with Liberty Prime on that. Democracy is non-negotiable. Oh my fuck. Fastism. That's not even a word. That's not even a word, my guy. Get a dictionary. Like, come on. You Enclave are pretty dumb, but holy cow, I didn't know you didn't know what a dictionary was or how to find it. communitarianism. Well, there's a difference, right? There's a difference between having a community-based society and having a communist state society. Communism is the state. It is not the worker. It is a common misconception that the Communist Party gives a flying toss. They don't. Like, there are benefits to a lot of systems as well. Like, it doesn't matter which side of the fence you land on. Like, personally, I liked learning about the Commonwealth Provisional Government in Fallout 4, even though it had been destroyed, because it would have been interesting to see. Like, the problem I have with provisional governments and things like the NCR is they do really dumb things. Like, I'm gonna go on to the show again here, right? Because this is a relevant point. The New California Republic would not have lost Shady Sands had they not gone to war with the Brotherhood of Steel over the Brotherhood of Steel wanting to confiscate any and all advanced and dangerous technology. Vault-Tec wouldn't have been able to blow up your capital if we'd have been able to do our jobs and take away those nukes. But no, the NCR clearly knows better. Yeah, how's that massive crater doing? That was once your capital, congratulations. Morons. Oof. Your message got redacted. Oof, you said something naughty. I agree with Elon Musk about freedom of speech. I'm just going to throw that out there. Okay, even I'm gonna laugh at that. I just noticed that. That was actually a fucking good one, that, Seb. Fucking hell. That was actually a good one, that. But again, like, this is the double-edged sword nature of the Brotherhood of Steel. Is, on one hand, we're trying to help, but on the other hand, it looks as though we're being douchebags. Because we're taking away, power armor and energy weapons. But at the same time, you got to look at it like this. You got to play devil's advocate on this one. Because it is necessary to save civilization from stupid idiots like Vault-Tec, who are literally trying to ensure that even the US government can't restore America. Like, they are straight up against everybody. Anyone and everyone Vault-Tec wants gone. They want themselves and their business bodies to be the only ones left. And that, in of itself, is a problem. Now, the Brotherhood of Steel, by taking away and locking up things like nuclear warheads, prevents what happened to Shady Sands. That's a positive. A negative of that is, well, we're taking away advanced technology like cold fusion, which turns the lights on. I can kind of see why that would be seen as a bit of a dick move. But you've also got to think, if it can turn the lights on, what other weapons can it power? What's the dangers of this? Do we fully have an understanding of this? No, we don't. That's the straight up answer. No, we don't. It's a two-sided argument, but it's a double-edged sword of the Brotherhood anyway. Like, on one hand, yeah, we have positive outcomes long-term. Short-term, which is what a lot of people look at, it's not so great. I can admit. The Brotherhood of Steel under Elder Lyons, for example, did a lot of helping the people. right? But look at the mess they were in. They divided their entire fighting force in half because Lyons was prioritizing too much the good fight and not preventing the super mutants getting a hold of more dangerous hardware. On the flip side of that, like people will bring it up again because it constantly comes up to me with Proctor Tegan. Now, Proctor Tegan is brought up a lot because of his little side quest, his unsanctioned side quest, I will add, to get food from the farmers. Officially, it's off the books. He's not doing it with official sanction. So what he's doing is against the Brotherhood's rules. He's going under the table, sliding you caps, going, you go get this and keep it hush-hush. I will send some troops who are also on the payroll because you've got the farmers to hand us some stuff and I'm going to send them to get it. It's really shady, under the table stuff. And I'm not gonna defend that man. That man should be court-martialed. If I was Elder Maxon and I found out that Tegan was doing that, I'd have him put in front of a firing squad for going against everything that you see the Brotherhood is supposed to uphold. It's like, bro, are you going behind my back to get food off the farmers without sanction because you don't want to pay for it? Are you fucking serious? Because that comes either you've got to have a high enough charisma to get the farmers to donate it, or you've got to pay out of your own pocket for the good outcome. So yeah, no, Tegan is a douchebag. Tegan is a level 9 douche. Just for that. Yeah, the Enclave would be like that. The Enclave would roll in, you guys would roll in, put explosive collars on the farmers and enslave the poor bastards for doing nothing other than being a farmer. That's the Enclave's answer to everything. Enslave it. Enslave it. Well, here's the thing, like, the Brotherhood of Steel, to go back to the show's iteration, like, the Brotherhood of Steel in the show is sending what I can only assume are freshly minted knights after an artifact of extreme importance, instead of sending seasoned, veteran paladins who have field experience, technological know-how, and basically everything you want a soldier to have to go get it. The incompetence of the knights is bloody painful. Like, Bostonian knights, everybody. Their incompetence is literally annoying. That depends. That depends. Like, letting you onto the set entirely depends. Like, I'm not always in game. I'm sometimes on New Vegas. Like, I can have a lot of things happen with guests, but right now as it sits, the Enclave right now, like, you guys are not very high up on my priority list, and not a lot of guests are at the minute. Like, it's just currently the way it is. And that's largely because, again, I've got to sit there and allocate a set amount of time out of my currently hectic day schedule to put down questions for you to be able to answer. I've got to receive questions that you want me to answer so we can give proper, informed answers to questions. and I've got to allocate the time for that within the stream. And then it comes down to how much time do I have free for the stream. So right now it's not that great. Like right now, guests on the stream are sadly not a priority, because getting the streams up in the first place right now for me is not the easiest thing in the world. Like I was saying at the start of the stream, but it didn't catch it, is I'm busy running this group. I'm busy with IRL stuff as well. Believe it or not, folks, I go outside and I touch grass. Just to throw that out there. I do have a life, and balancing the group and the streams and life is not as easy as you might think it is based off watching the bigger YouTubers, the massive YouTubers. They're literally paid to sit there for hours, and they have editors who they pay to sit there for hours to make content, edited and all that. Like, all they do is record it. They sit there for hours or an hour or however long they want to record. They get that, they send it off. It gets edited by an editor. That's it for them, like, you know? Do I have your Discord? I don't know your. I don't think. I don't remember. You'll have to DM me. But to go around to a 76 topic again, to come round again to 76. Does anybody actually know why so many groups are pissed off at the Brotherhood of Steel VEF? Like, I've been hearing a lot of rumors, and they're not something that I can say on stream. That's how bad they are. Beyond the strong allegations of scamming, there's one particular thing that I cannot mention on stream that I've been hearing lately. And I can't say it on stream. It's that serious of a don't do it. My DMs should be open if you have my Discord. If not, join the Bethesda Discord and then you'll be able to message me. If you're in Bethesda's official Discord, I'm in there, so you'll be able to DM me if you have a shared server. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, a lot of what I've been hearing has been from people, multiple people. I've heard things from Blackwater Bandits through a third-party source twice. 2 different sources. Both people are honest. Both people I can trust with that kind of information. Another thing I've heard from is another guy who's running Atomic Squad. I'm not going to say any more on that because, again, I don't have the full picture. Like, there's been a lot of bad shit said about VEF as of late. And I know that a lot of groups that are against the Brotherhood of Steel in this game at the minute are against the Brotherhood of Steel because of what they've heard VEF are doing. And I know that because that's what I've been getting told. Like, I have to put my group's initialization on my bases to signify we're not the same Brotherhood group. I'm having to do that again. It's something I haven't had to do in a while, but I'm having to do it again because that's how bad this is. And I have no idea what's true and what's false. This is the problem with this kind of thing. Like, I will be 100% clear. There is evidence for the very serious accusation that's been leveled. But again, I can't say any more than that. Like, I don't want to get fucking banned off YouTube or anything. Like, it is that serious. It is a real world criminal offense That's all I'm going to say further on that matter. As for the scammers, like, again, I have a name for one of VEF's scammers. So I'm well aware that Vanguard have scammers in their group. And it's something that I've been aware of for a bit. But there's a lot more to it than just, they've got scammers and really, really bad people in their group. And it is having a knock-on effect to the rest of the Brotherhood groups. Like, I heard from Death to the Brotherhood, which is a collective. There was Raider Radio, I think Blackwater Bandits were there, there was a bunch of Raiders, a shed load of them. And they all said the main target was VEF. So, I don't know what the actual fuck they have done concretely, but I know it's fucking bad. Yeah. EUS, mate, if you've got, he's a scammer. He is a scammer. That guy you've just mentioned is a scammer. Again, to come around, like, the guy whose username you've just mentioned, he's a scammer. I have it on credible sources, he is a scammer. So, do with that as you will. But yeah, like, there's a lot going on in VEF at the minute that's bad. Like, really, really bad. And I don't know what it is. But, again, there's a lot more to it than just, there's this, there's that. Like, I can't go into how serious it actually is with that group. I really, really can't. I don't have the full picture. I don't even have the names of a lot of the people because it's that serious. People are usually jumping to let me expose individuals who are very bad in this community are telling me, Viper, stay out of it. This is really, really bad. Stay out of this. So they're refusing to give me intel, which doesn't usually happen. Also, apparently a certain somebody has left the game after something got outed about his sorry butt, besides the fact that I outed he's a racist. Not going into that again, it is a very serious crime. So, yeah, I still got certain bits of information coming in about certain individuals. But to come around to the Enclave US group, I will not be deploying my troops to do with anything at the moment with any group in conflict. Right now, we're not going to get involved in anything. We're staying out of it. We are staying strictly neutral. We have no intention to get involved. If somebody has Soundwave 2077, can they please ask him to leave me alone? Like, bro keeps wanting to PvP me. Bruh, I'm trying to get stuff done. Like, I'll PvP at some point. Maybe when you stop armor stacking, but who knows? Like, right now I can't. I've got too many things I need to sort out in my group. We had a little skirmish the other day, but that was a bit of fun. I found that quite funny. Kept breaking my base, thinking like, that was adorable. I have resources for months when it comes to basic building materials. It doesn't bother me. But again, let's go over the good news and not the bad news. There is a lot of stuff been data mined. So the first thing I'm going to cover again is camp pets. I'm going to clarify from the PTS, camp pets will come as one of two animals that you'll be able to place down. You will not be able to place more than one animal down And it will either be a cat or a dog. You get to choose that. The other side of it is they will not leave your camp. So that's camp pets for you. Another thing is, again, there's Enclave stuff coming with the upcoming DLC. I am very interested in it because I'm going to be real. Like, I'm curious as to just what unspeakable evils the Enclave has been up to, what horrors they've unleashed this time. The technology as well, obviously. I'm gonna be carrying off a lot of their tech because Brotherhood of Steel. Hello, you're not allowed that anymore. You've been naughty. I'm gonna confiscate that. Naughty, naughty. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming to 76. Like the upcoming raids are looking to be great. There's a new shelter in the works. There's camp pets in the works. Like, it's on the PTS. Like, things are looking good. Things are looking good. That being said, oh hey Ixie. That being said, I have got to stress this, right? I have got to stress this. Do not expect it to just work. It is Bethesda. They say it just works, but in reality, it just does not work. It's usually a buggy mess. Like, from what I've seen, the pets are a buggy mess right now, but they're not extremely bad. Like, the cat, for instance, isn't interacting with the cat post, but the dog is interacting with the dog dig mound. He's happily digging away. Of course he is. It's a dog. It's a dog. Like, it's a dog digging a hole. But again, you know, it's one of those. Like, there's a lot going on. And it's all looking very good. But beware of the bugs. Because the community literally refers to as Bethesda as Bugthesda for a reason. Yeah. But again, I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Like, I'm just going to rotate this around again to show exactly what room I'm in. Like, I've sealed my server off. I don't usually close off my private, but that's how uninterrupted I wanted this. Like, you know, this is something I can't do very often, ever since a certain somebody reported me for streaming and saying something on stream to PlayStation because, oh, I hurt his feelings. Oh dear. Anyway, people are like that. People are quite sad. It's like, oh, you're going to report me on PlayStation. Guess what? I have a computer, you moron. I can still slap you with a fish from a platform you can't even get to. Come visit White Springs Palace sometime. Hey, I was in the White Spring bunker the other day. I carried away a few bits of technical documentation. I'll accept that after the stream. But yeah, in terms of the upcoming stuff, a lot of it's looking pretty good. There have been complaints about the new weather machine in the Atomic Shop. People are like, it's not as spooky as I was hoping. The wind is apparently really loud with it as well. So, typical Bethesda, they didn't test it before they put it in the game. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, what I would love to see is a Brotherhood of Steel scoreboard, or a bundle that lets us put a new Brotherhood paint on all the armors that are in the game. I mean, they've done it for the Enclave, where you guys have now got yet another set of paint coming out for your armors. We don't even have that yet. Like, we've got the mod for combat armor and the default skin for the recon armor, but we've got no actual armor paint to speak of. Like, come on, man. Come on. Like, I get it. We had a lot of stuff at the beginning. But come on, man. Bro, I'm gonna be honest, like, right now, the Enclave has no faction return. Officially, as far as I've seen from the data mines, there is no official Enclave return. It's just some more Enclave guys who got infected with the Scorch Plague when Eckhart did that whole mess. There isn't any hard evidence right now that the Enclave are going to be present in any official capacity beyond Modus. So, as of right now, while yes, the Enclave appear to be getting a season, and the first raid is around an Enclave science facility, there's no human Enclave as of yet making any official appearance. So I do have to clarify that. I'm going to be honest, like, the Enclave have never been the good guys, and the Brotherhood is again, we're a faction that you've got to play devil's advocate for a lot of the time. Because we're not as evil as people like to portray us. Like, it's just not how the Brotherhood is. If you try to understand from the Brotherhood's point of view, if you listen to what they say, if you hear their concerns, if you look at the history of the Brotherhood of Steel and you learn about the law behind the faction and the people and what happened, you'll understand why the Brotherhood of Steel is the way it is. Like, yes, they're ex-military and descended of military. And a lot of the people who were recruited in before the isolationism under Maxon 2 occurred, the Brotherhood of Steel was helping people. They were recruiting people. And then you get the isolationists. They end up in power. The Brotherhood goes isolationist. They become jerks, for lack of a better word, a lot of the time. They prioritize technology over helping the people. I understand why, but I don't get why both mission objectives are not held in equal regard. The Brotherhood's primary mission is to recover any and all advanced technology. The secondary mission is the aforementioned helping the people. Now, again, there is a reason the Brotherhood of Steel prioritizes technology, and it's because, well, just look at the damage nuclear bombs caused. The end of civilization. Look at all the ultrasight and scorched mess that's going around because of science being abused. There's a reason the Brotherhood of Steel are so hell-bent on taking away advanced technology from people. It stares you in the face. Do I agree with the way every chapter goes about acquiring technology? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I am one who advocates for the finder's fee policy when it comes to technology of interest to the Brotherhood. Power armor, energy weapons, ammunition. Pay them a fee. Pay them for their energy weapon and give them a ballistic gun that you don't need, that the Brotherhood has no use of, that they can survive with. It's a much better system. Pay them to give you the stuff that you want. Instead of, oh, give me that, as the meme implies. The meme is, oh, you have a laser pistol, give it here or else. Like, the New Vegas Brotherhood actually did that. And I justify it because of this one thing with the Van Graffs. The Brotherhood of Steel violently seizes the advanced weapons technology off the Van Graff family. And I justify it because of this following thing. The Van Graffs are trying to establish an energy weapons monopoly, which is bad for any capitalist society, because it gets rid of competition. If you don't have competition, then you don't really have a capitalist system. It doesn't work. You need business competition. The Van Graffs are willing to murder their competition rather than outperform them, rather than outsell them, rather than have better quality stock than them. No, the Van Graffs would much rather murder you. So the Brotherhood of Steel in New Vegas killing the Van Graffs, to me, it's just karma. You went around killing all those people with your advanced weapons, and then the Brotherhood comes in and flattens you. Yeah, no, that's justified. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's your own damn fault. You deserve that. You were a dick, and you died for it. That's what you get. Actually, fun fact about the Brotherhood of Steel. The Brotherhood of Steel in Fallout 3, who are in black and red, they go by Brotherhood Outcasts. They also identify as the real Brotherhood of Steel and not Lions' bunch of softies. And they will pay you in stim packs and ammunition and even grenades and radaway for laser rifles, plasma rifles, power armor. They do pay you for that. So it was a thing. And I think that should be emphasized, that rewarding outsiders by paying them to hand over stuff is a much better idea than just pulling a New Vegas Brotherhood and taking it by force, unless it's a group like the Van Graffs, in which case, nah, you kinda have it coming. Now let me put this into perspective. The Advanced Power Armor Mark II, which is the XO1, that's what the XO1 is based off. Obviously, the XO1 is Experimental 01. But the XO1 is clearly inspired from the Advanced Power Armor Mark II, which is Enclave Remnant armor for those who played only New Vegas. The APA-2 is a beautiful set of power armor. I absolutely adored it in New Vegas. And I'm Brotherhood, and I wore that Enclave armor. I even have a mod on my PC to make a Brotherhood set of power armor from the Brotherhood and the Brotherhood Enclave War. And I walk around with it with a Brotherhood logo on the chest. That's how much I like the XO1 armor from Fallout New Vegas, which is Enclave Remnant, which is Advanced Power Armor Mark II. The pre-war X01, Experimental 1 prototype, which led to the APA-2, it's just fucking ugly, bro. Yeah, no, the APA-2 that you're on about, no. So let me correct that misunderstanding. So you've got the XO1, and then you've got the Hellfire prototype. The Black Devil power armor is the third. That's XO3. That's Experimental 03. Even though it was finished before Hellfire Armor, it's what it is. I've just lost connection to the system. That's great. Sorry about that, folks. I just had a network error. I apologize profusely for this. That's not the first time that's happened. That is really fucking annoying as well. Let me restart my party real quick so that I can speak in private. But yeah, that just happened. You just saw that live where I got disconnected from my party and everything. Y'all just saw that live. Like, that happens a lot. That happens a lot lately on console. I'm going to be honest, Midwestern Power Armor, a lot of us agree that is what the Black Devil is based off. RIP server, Enclave lag off. Technical difficulties. No, that's actually Bethesda's end and PlayStation. Like the error is like a 0.1 lag on my end or their end that does it, and it usually does it once a day, as of late. Right, let me open the Atomic Shop and show what's in there. I don't usually do this, but here you go. This thing is apparently really noisy as fuck, so I ain't touching that. Hey look, Enclave, your mortal enemies. See, this is what I'm on about. Like, you've got all these armor paints, and the Brotherhood doesn't have even one of these with a paint on it. It's a mod for the combat armor. It's not even a paint, bro. But again, like, that all being said, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, I cannot stress enough, like, that is a pain in the arse. But I have been live long enough. I am going to be ending it here because I have yet to make food and eat. Because I started the stream to get this out of the way. But I'm looking forward to the raids. I might even stream the raids, actually. I might even stream that. Beyond that, and beyond the news that I have shared, the main reason I haven't shared more data mines is because, believe it or not, I don't want spoilers for everybody. Thank you very much to everybody for tuning in. If you want me to continue the Brotherhood of Steel radio, feel free to leave a like. It isn't going to cost you anything. It's not going to hurt you. The like button doesn't bite. If you enjoy my type of content, well, the subscription button again, it's not going to bite. It's not going to cost you anything. If you like this kind of thing, feel free to subscribe and come back. I do try to stay on top of it, but life is a bit of a beanbag. But yeah, right now it is 18:48 my time. I've been live for an hour and nearly 5 minutes. I'm going to be ending it here because again I've got to go make food and shit. Usually I try to stream in the morning, but because I've been so busy, it's in the afternoon instead. I'm gonna be real, like, the Enclave Union State, the name just sucks. I gotta be real. That name kinda just sucks. Like the Enclave Commonwealth of Virginia, or the Enclave Commonwealth West Virginia, Enclave Commonwealth Appalachia would have been better than Union State. But details. Anyway, thank you very much for stopping by, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you all next time. And for fuck's sake, don't be like Night Titus. Don't be an idiot. And do not feed the Yogwai. That is all.